Hello, everyone. This is Val with Dragonfly Crystals, and I am so excited to welcome Arthur of Arthur Ease Your Mind to my channel again. Yay! So we're all in for a treat because we all love Arthur's energy and his beautiful readings. They're so accurate. Arthur, is there anything you want to tell us about your channel? Anything that's coming up? And I hear a little birdie said you were interviewed, or you were on a particular big channel.
Oh, Live After Life and NDE.
Oh, yeah. If you all haven't caught that, I'm going to watch it after this.
I have it posted on my posts on my website. I'm on YouTube. But if anyone is from my channel, as I put, I'm going to be on Val's, and then while you're there, subscribe. It's free.
That would be delightful. That would be delightful. I hear that your subscription level has been going through the roof and even more. I mean,
well, I
had like a spaceship.
I was putting out there for at the end of March after my birthday for 15,000 subscribers.
Oh my gosh. I
hit 19 this morning.
I mean, you were just at 17 and you hit 19.
My guides are working overtime. They're I love them. And also I love all the people subscribing.
That is just so sweet. I love that your community is growing by leaps and bounds. Because
also I added a playlist, as I told you before. It's called Timeless Tools for Fast Results. I'm getting a whole different audience from that as well.
Timeless Tools.
What I have up there is I started with the faceless videos, about 6 minutes long. The first one was about the winter solstice ritual. And then the second one I put up was about manifestation using Nikola Tesla 369. And then the last one I put up was put salt in your shoes, see what happens. Just a smidge, and organic salt. You know, it has a little girl in the box. It's not good if that's processed.
Ooh.
And so Himalayan salt, pink salt, volcanic salt, sea salt, whatever. And it grounds you, and watch the video. It tells you what it does. And then the next couple of days, I'll be putting up another one about why we sage. I'm calling it Smudging 101 with a modern twist.
Why we sage with a modern twist?
Well, basically, we sage to raise the vibration of the room.
Yes.
So, Jerry Springer Show, Metropolitan Opera. Where do you want to be?
That is so true. And isn't it true that over time, and you're doing a bunch of readings or you're doing collaborations with people, and you kind of have to shift that energy and to keep the energy high, for some reason, it can just like build up in things like your phone or your,
They spray.
There you go.
And why use it? Well, first of all, I've got some lung issues, but also I've set up so many smoke detectors in my life.
Yeah.
It's
better. I like the spray too, because I kind of have sinus issues, and so the smoke is kind of a little bit hard.
I mean, I like the song when smoke gets in your eyes, but that's another story. but what I do at night, I spray my office before I start working, and then before I go to bed at night, or when I quit, I dampen a cloth with the sage spray, and then I wipe down my desk, wipe down my computer, wipe down my phone, so all that residual energy is gone, dissipates. And I start the next day with a fresh, clean room.
So Anya's asking what network. It's YouTube, right? They're just on
YouTube. What the
Life After Life NDE
is on YouTube, and the Timeless Tools, that's on my Arthur Ease Your Mind. It's one of the playlists.
Yeah, Arthur
under the guided meditations. Guided meditations, they were taking me 2 months to do each one, so these are a little bit easier.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I
Yeah.
mean, I still have scripts I've written for guided meditations. It's just getting my head into it again.
Yeah. I know you really put a lot into all your meditation videos. And also there's a lot they can find to buy. You can buy this on iTunes, all of you out there, and get your own collection. And that's something you can just use anytime, and you don't have to have access to a network, maybe just your cellular service so you can listen, but it's good for any time except
No,
driving.
if it's downloaded onto on like an iPhone, it's downloaded
Yeah,
onto your
you
phone.
can.
It doesn't.
You don't even need.
You don't
Yeah,
have
you
to.
don't need a connection. So what's really great about that is go ahead and buy those, because I think that's really, it's so worthwhile when you feel like you need a lift or there's something coming up. And gosh knows, in this timing, there always is something, right?
From my point of view, and please don't take this the wrong way. I mean, I'm on. You can stream it as well for like Spotify, because people have memberships for Spotify and everything.
Yeah.
I get less than a penny a stream.
See, and there you go. If you want to support Arthur, if you want to support Arthur, Ease Your Mind and the channel and content that he's creating, it'll all help if you go to iTunes and buy. That's definitely something that's important. And also join his membership. I hear there are great perks to having a membership through you. So
at the moment, I'm doing 2 live shows a week, a month for my members. They also get 20% off on readings, and also anything, the videos that I'm putting up, like the Sage or whatever, that goes to my members first, and then it goes to the public.
I love that. So, I think that's awesome. And
you have a membership too.
I have a membership too, but you have to go.
And also, I had a wonderful Akashic record reading with Val.
Oh, thank you.
But no, it's after that there's a tremendous shift around me. So I think you're partly responsible.
Well, I'm the conduit, but an Akashic record reading is a fabulous tool for your spiritual journey, and it does shift you. There's no way that it doesn't. It absolutely
did.
You. It does.
I mean, even though I was sitting there bitching, can I bring white out? Can we look at this like a credit report? That's not mine. Get rid of it.
I mean, it does help if you just had whiteout. That would be a lot easier. It's similar to whiteout.
Actually, though, it is. It actually is.
It is.
I didn't want things, like I say, I'm 68 years old, reinventing myself on YouTube. I don't want stuff repeating when I was in my 20s.
I have to say, though, you've done a fabulous job on YouTube for the short amount of time you have been on here to get to almost 20,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
That is phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
I mean, you know how many fake accounts that is? Just kidding. Just kidding.
I have to say, but
But I have to thank everybody. And also, when I first started here, it's people like you that, invited me onto your show. And you're the one that helped introduce me to everybody too. So I appreciate all the collabs that I've been doing and all the people that have offered.
And you do a beautiful job. I mean, you really are giving very important information out to people that they need to hear. And Arthur is so connected. It really is really succinct, beautiful information that can shift you and help you along your spiritual journey. I can't tell you. I've had readings from Arthur, and I have to tell you, they are fabulous. He really gives you specifics. So
all I do is stand up, slap her, and go, snap out of it.
No, but I mean, who can give you dates and time frames? And I mean, it's great.
Well, I just give you what I get. Sometimes the time frames are a little fluid.
Yeah, you know how time is. It's morphing all the time. but you're pretty darn accurate where all of that is concerned.
Well, that's
Of course,
Manny
with
and
our
Jack. They help me with that. So that's my guides.
your guides.
Yeah. and my alcoholic angels that I got
Oh,
angels,
yeah,
alcoholics
right.
now.
You drive them to drink. Oh my God.
What did he do now? Oh my God.
What's he doing now? Look. Well, are you ready to kick
Of
off
course
that
I'm
off?
ready.
And, okay.
So thank you for letting me gab a little bit there.
Oh my gosh, we love to hear you. Are you kidding? Your energy is so cute. I love you. So Helen is asking, hello, been out of work 2 years, and will I get a permanent job soon? Worried about what the orange something is doing to the economy. Recession, depression. Permanent job.
Yakshi Panima. Thing is, there's a shift coming up by the end of this month. It's actually started last March after the 21st when we went into Aries. And I'm going to say by July, there's something definitely on the table for you. It's not just a job. I mean, if you wanted to say, would you like fries with that, you could be working tomorrow. But not that I'm against those jobs, but that's not for you. And what I get for you is a career opportunity coming up, and that's by July. And it comes to a friend of a friend type of thing. So out of the blue. It's like that. Oh my God, I keep on hearing my guides always play songs. I keep on hearing, when you least expected, you're elected. It's your lucky day, from the old camera. So don't give up.
I love that. Well, what I'm getting for the career is it's unfolding slowly but surely, step by step as you go along. You don't need to hurry or worry. You're being divinely guided. And you are going to, as things progress, as time evolves, you're going to step into that energy where you're ready to receive that new beginning. And it is coming. It just feels like it's definitely like 3 months out. It could be something like that timing. Like, when did you say that was, Arthur?
No later than July.
Yeah, something like that. So I feel like there's some shifting you're going to be doing that's going to change your energy and how you look at things. You're going to let go a little bit, let go of the worry and the anxiety and expectation, which kind of kills things. It's like a resistance energy. Open that up, breathe, and know this is coming. So there you are. I love that.
I'm also going to add something else.
Yes.
And this is for everyone. Neville Goddard had a really nice technique. And this is before you go to bed at night, before you go to sleep. You only have to say 2 or 3 words. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you.
And
and why is you're not going to sit there and say thank you and go through a laundry list of what you're thankful for. The universe knows what it brought you.
That's right.
But you don't know what's around the corner. So you're saying thank you because we're finite.
That's right.
The universe is infinite.
That's right. It is a secret key to the universal flow of manifestation, gratitude.
But also to feel it.
Yes.
Be in it. Be part of it. With your new job.
See yourself working there. I mean, feel it during the day.
That you're already in the job.
That you're in it and you have that job to go to.
Or you have the job you're working from home from.
I love that even better. I'm liking that.
But you feel it. You exist. So when you go to bed at night before you go and say thank you.
Yes.
You're not saying thank you for the new job that's going to come my way, because then it doesn't happen.
Yes.
Just thank you.
Yes. I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. So Helen, I hope that all resonates for you. And I love that.
Arthur. And it won't be a greeter at Walmart saying thank you when people walk in the door, okay?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. And we have Emily.
Hi, Emily.
Happy to see you guys. Looking forward to some laughs. Will I meet a romantic partner this year? If so, any ideas as to where and how? I feel I'm coming in already. And I'm getting like, I may be off because I'm not good at time, but I'm feeling like October, November, somewhere in that frame. And I see him coming in, walking into the frame. It's like I see a movie picture. And I don't know if you'll meet him at a coffee shop or how this will come about, but there's something coming. He's coming in.
It's not through a dating site.
It's not through a dating site. You're going to meet him in.
You're going to meet them through a friend of a friend of a friend. You're going to be invited to hang out with.
Maybe you're going to be in a coffee shop
with other. Sure.
Yeah.
What I'm feeling is the sense that you're invited at the last minute to join some people.
Yes.
You, Joe, somebody brings somebody along. Yeah. They may be new to the area. That's why you've not met yet.
I feel it coming.
And it may be as early as the end of May, but that doesn't mean they're ready. But you met. And then when we get to, I like your time frame of October, November, that's when they become more emotionally available. Because when you do start getting involved with each other, they're emotionally available. That's something new and different for you.
And you are too. You're shifted in a different place too. And somehow by the time that rolls around, you're ready. Your energy is open and ready for that.
And I would suggest my prescription is there's a guided meditation, Attract Love, and also Fresh Start.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And also one last thing from your guides, be honest with yourself. So the importance of being honest with yourself about your feelings, accepting the truth. So anything that is a shadow side that you've been carrying, really addressing that, looking into it, embracing it. Say if you're a little more, you tend to be a little more judgmental. I'm not saying you are, but I'm just using that as an example to look at things that you can shift about yourself for you. So it's really the key to bringing in your divine complement is loving yourself. That means loving yourself unconditionally. And therefore you will love others in the same way. So
if you don't love yourself, no one else can love you.
So that's like the secret foundation to that. So thank you, Emily, for that. And thank you, Arthur, for that wonderful guidance. And we have Ivy Dell. Are Summer Olympics being held in the U.S.? Will it be canceled given the political landscape? Love you.
When are they supposed to be? 20?
I don't know what year. You guys in the chat, do you know what year?
I don't think they'll be canceled, but then again, they had the Olympics with Hitler standing right in front of them.
I know. I remember. 2028, Rose Blue is saying.
They may be here because there's going to be a lot of shifting coming up.
I'm seeing that's true too. I mean, when I first read the question, that was my guides coming in saying that. There's going to be a lot of shifts going on by then, more than we even can imagine. So
get the Dramamine.
I hope that helps you, Ivy. And it's something to look forward to, right? And thank you, Arthur, for that great response.
Well, it's going to be in Los Angeles, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I first moved here in 1984, the Olympics were going down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, my goodness. So, Ness, hi, Ness. So, question, 1 year from now, April 2026, how does my life look or feel like, especially since my writing project will be out in the world?
I like the way you put that as a question mark. Erase that. You're putting that as an exclamation point.
Thank you for saying that. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, I see you, you're really in a place where you're manifesting some peace for yourself and you're kind of in observer mode. But because things are going to be happening for you then, but it will just get started. I think you're going to be, even in 2 years, let's say that, or a year and a half, you're going to see some rocking and rolling going on for you. So energetically, when I look out at that, you're getting I see you getting recognition, and I see you, you're breathing, you're at peace, and you're really observing what's going on around you. You're observing what's happening with everything, your writing project. But everything even comes into more crystallization after another 6 months or more as it goes forward beyond that. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I feel into it. What do you get, Arthur?
What I'm getting is, you're asking specifically in a year from now, you're going to like who you are. You're going to be comfortable in your own skin, finally.
That's kind of what
a lot of people that, you get to the point where you just say, F off. You don't want to live a Jerry Springer Show episode.
It's funny you should say all that. These are the cards I got. Taking a bath and chilling, going to the sea, breathing.
Yeah, I take people to the sea around them.
Peace, being the observer. So that really is what you're saying, is she's going to be in her own skin feeling really good and comfortable. Mm-hmm. And feeling,
and not trying to please other people.
Yes.
You have to please yourself. Do what pleases and amuses you.
Yes.
Half your life you've been trying to please everybody else. It didn't get you anywhere.
Yes.
So it's about doing it for yourself, not for others to see you.
It just really is. And trust the guidance you're receiving. You have your own inner knowing about
the bliss. When you follow your bliss, everything else follows.
Absolutely. 100%.
And also, what I get here is things start moving forward with your writing project in September.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean nothing's happening before that, but it's going to a new level.
It's going to new levels, and have no fear. Not that you have fear, but it's really don't have any fear.
She's afraid things are going to go the way she wants them to.
Okay, you don't have any fear. Trust your guides. Trust your guidance. Don't have any fear, and those are and there's a lot of healing around you that is about to bless your life, by the way. A lot of good things coming in.
Yeah. And don't put timelines on things.
Thank you for saying that.
When is it done? When it's done.
The expectation is really not going to be.
Because it can happen faster than you think. It has to be this way.
You're limiting. If you have something in your mind like that, you are kind of boxing it in, and you really don't want to do that. Let the universe flow. Trust
this or better.
This or something better.
Think of it this way: you have a garden. You're planting the garden. All the seeds are growing.
Yeah.
You don't dig up the seeds every day to see if the roots are growing, because you'll kill it. So you're basically having the faith that the roots are growing,
mm-hmm.
and they're going to pop up and start sprouting when the time is right. But the thing is, you need to be ready when the time is right.
That's perfect. Exactly. I love that, Arthur. And thank you, Ness, for your question. I hope that resonates for you.
And also being a moderator.
Yes, and thank you for that, Ness. Thank you for your assistance. And Jenny is asking a general message from my guides for this moment in time.
Get out of your own way. No, seriously, that's what I'm hearing. It's like everything around us is illusion. And you're going to the dark side sometimes. Believe me, I do too. It's hard not to these days. But don't be so hard on yourself. You've been looking at the past a lot. The past is done. Aisle 5 through 97 are cleaned up. You don't have to go back there anymore. It just wastes time.
So true.
So that's what the guys are saying is live in the moment, live right now, be present.
And you know, the first thing that came in when I tuned into your angels and guides is they told me Saint Germaine and the violet flame, which is all about dissolving the old story, the old past, dissolving all that old stuff that you carry around in the ego mind that's weighing you down. All that stuff that Arthur was talking about. Bring in that violet flame. Just imagine yourself. You know, sometimes I get in the shower and I imagine that there is a violet flame shooting up from the bottom of the shower, and I'm just in this violet flame, and it's just burning away everything. You can imagine it anytime. You can pull it down through the crown and anchor it into every cell of your body in any way you want, and say to yourself, all old energy that I no longer need is released and dissolved now. In fact, you can say, I am whole and complete. I am my divine source. I am that I am. I am divine source. And all that does not resonate with that is dissolved. Boom.
Well, the whole thing is about the I am is very important because it's not in the future. It's now. I am.
Warrior women.
I am Xena.
Cutting all the old cords, the old energy, cutting through everything. This is about that. Being your own warrior, like for your own heart, for your own life, for you, stepping up for you, nurturing you, taking care of you. And when any kind of negative thoughts come into play, because what I get is peace, you're going toward peace. This just fell out of the deck. That violet flame to dissolve all of that old stuff is going to shift you to a new frequency and vibration so that you will not be thinking the old way anymore. And you'll be lifting your head up to see all the opportunities presented to you all the time, synchronicities, wonderful things coming to you.
I used to go up to Mount Shasta, and they have a little shrine to Saint Germaine, and you can pray. Mm-hmm. And so I went in there, and all it is a room. In the middle of it is a purple light bulb.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there. They said, just meditate in front of the light bulb, Saint Germaine, blah, blah, blah. So I'm there, and all of a sudden the light bulb blew out. Oh. I'm like, thanks. Does this mean something? And the girl, she just went and got a new light bulb and screwed it in. So that's my Saint Germaine story.
That's a cute story. I can just picture that.
But, okay, let's start again.
That makes me cry. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. That was funny. Oh, so.
You know, I also used to use purple ink on everything because it's such a majestic, powerful color.
It really, and it's our crown chakra color, or white.
Yeah, so, my lawyer wasn't too happy when I signed a contract using purple ink. He goes, you got to redo this contract now. I said, why? Yeah, exactly. Purple ink.
Yeah.
I said, it's royal. He said, well, use royal blue next time.
Yeah, you can use blue or black. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Oh, you guys. That was refreshing. So, Jenny, I hope that helps you.
It was a palate cleanser.
Yeah, it was definitely a cleanser. And Anya is saying, I've sought some help for my sleep apnea testing until next week. Do you see testing unit next week? Do you see something positive coming for me as a result? I just can't stay sleep deprived.
Why not? Why not? It's good. It's like I was telling Linda last week when I did her show. I said, like, you know, UPS came to the door and he says, "Sir, there's a pretty large boxes." I said, "Yes, this is what happens at 3:00 in the morning when you have a credit card in your hand." So I know the idea of sleep deprivation. I really do.
You do. I know you do. And so do I, actually. But
But you'll be okay.
You're
I
the
get
pro
that
at
the
it.
testing unit, you'll be fine. There's something also. You're going into anxiety, worrying.
Mm-hmm.
Anxiety is basically worrying that something's not going to happen. And I just tell people, look, that's my job, number one, or our job. Number two, sit down and shut up. It's only an acorn, Chicken Little. And just be in the moment.
That is really cute.
But you're going to be okay. The testing will be fine. I do feel by the end of May, you're back on a cycle, a sleep cycle.
Yeah, and you know what? I really pick up that same thing, and I get control room goals. So there's going to be some control. There's going to be a mechanism for you to be able to achieve that, so that you can get some solid sleep. There's some cleansing happening. I kind of get the sense that this isn't just sleep apnea. You are having these things happen as planetary alignments and things happen, and this energy is so disturbing to a lot of us in our sleep. So the chaotic energy in the world, all this anxiety, if you're an empath like you are, you're picking this up. And it's like when Arthur tells you he feels like you're going into anxiety, I second that as a reason why some of this is happening to you. And yes, you will be okay. Absolutely. Because you're going to there is wisdom to be had from all of this, the sleep study, and just knowing that, letting all anxiety release. Go listen to some of Arthur's meditations that involve relaxation and letting go of burdens and anxiety.
Success and abundance while sleeping.
There you go.
Or what I'm also going to suggest is try putting some kyanite under your pillow. Kyanite is neither a crystal or a gemstone, but it lines up all your chakras, and it also gets you to your higher self.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're going to bed, after saying thank you, when you're going to sleep,
you're good.
Then our dream state is here,
mm-hmm.
But with kyanite, you kind of go above the turbulence.
Yes.
And it takes you into your higher self, into the library upstairs when you're sleeping, and it'll help you relax. So I would suggest blue kyanite. Just try it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favorites, and it's really pretty. You get these you can get these blades, and they're kind of like, they're really a little bit flaky, but they're like flat, and they're really, really full of beautiful energy.
I get usually from Etsy, I'll get about 10, start the year off with 10 bracelets, and by the end of the year, I've given them all away. But when it's polished, it's blue. It looks like sapphire almost.
Yeah.
But it's very soft, so they don't
soft. It's a
little. The jewelry isn't the best, so that's why the bracelet under the pillow works.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So thank you for that, Anya, and thank you for your answer, Arthur. And Lori's asking, my mom passed away last November. I often channel spirit, but struggle to reach my mom, Pat. Am I too close? Can you reach her? She's coming in saying she does reach me. She's just not letting herself hear me. That's what the first thing she's stepping up saying. And she's just saying that you are stressing too much to try and hear her. It's not that hard. She just wants you to relax. When you tune in and say, Mom, just start talking like you're having a conversation in the kitchen, but in a quiet, tranquil mind. Pretty soon you'll realize those thought voices you're hearing are her words coming through, but it'll be your voice. You're not going to hear her talk in your ear. You're going to hear the thought voice, and she's going to say, hi, honey, whatever she wants to say. But she says you are connecting with her, and she is talking to you. You need to relax and create that quiet space and not act like you're jumping through 10 hoops to get to her, because she's right there. You don't have to jump through any hoops. And what else do you want to say, Pat? She says, you're my precious, precious daughter. She loves you so much. But she says, you have the gift. You have the gift of mediumship. You have a gift that's large enough to use with other people. So know this. This is her telling you this from the other side, that you have this ability. So relaxing and just letting it happen, knowing you're going to hear your own voice. It's a soft voice, but it'll be a message from your mom or from anyone else. So you definitely are doing this, Lori. You are definitely doing this.
You will be doing it, because right now you're doing, I'm going to channel you. Come
Exactly.
hell or high water. I'm going to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not how you do it.
It's not. You don't need to. It's not any of that.
And
the
don't
eggs
think,
shuts
and don't
it
think,
off.
okay, I'm relaxed with my. Don't think your mother's sitting there going, I just have nothing to say.
She isn't. She's got a lot to say.
Yeah,
And she's really proud of you. She loves that you're connecting with her. She's all excited. You're her precious daughter.
And again, like with the other one, when you least expected you're elected, that's when it starts. Because when you're trying so hard, you're putting up walls.
Puts up your, yes. So in other words, that makes your ego mind a little more active. So I would say, this is my cheat sheet way. Take 3 deep breaths. I always hold the breath at the top for a little bit. Just hold it. And then exhale slowly through your mouth. Do this 3 times. And this helps you bypass that ego mind. I also surround myself with light, center and ground as I go up to my crown chakra right here above the head. And I start talking, Mom, blah, 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 blah. Can you come in and talk, blah, 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 and have the conversation? And practice this the same way every time. And pretty soon you're going to start hearing her message that she's already giving you. And the reason why I say this is because you just have to practice relaxing.
I'll make one suggestion.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going back to my guided meditations. There's a guided meditation that I have called Honoring Memories, Finding Peace.
Oh, I love that one.
And it's about when someone passes on,
It's very powerful.
But it's not learning how to say goodbye.
Yeah.
It's learning how to say, see you later.
Yes.
And I would suggest trying that first.
Mm-hmm.
And then your mother will definitely start coming through more.
I love it.
Like Val said, it's not the voice she had on this earthy plane. It's going to be your inner voice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not your words.
It's like telepathy, but you hear your own voice, but it's not anything you'd say to yourself. Yeah. So it does take the channel of imagination to do all of this, because what is imagination? It takes you out of the 3D. You're in another realm when you're in that channel. So no, it isn't made up. You aren't making these words up.
Right.
Believe it. Because you're going to go through this.
You're not schizophrenic.
But keep practicing. You're a medium.
Yeah, I'm just medium rare. You're the one about the guy that's boss passed away, so he walked up.
Mm-mm.
And He went to the funeral, knelt down in front of the boss's open casket and said, "Look who's thinking outside the box now." Sorry.
Very cute. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Lori. I hope that resonates for you. And thank you.
You're going to be talking to your mom sooner or later, and you're going to be, "Mom, stop it. I got to watch TV now."
Yeah, exactly. You'll be like, Mom, okay. And Dawn Turner is asking, Val and Arthur, I am waiting for 2 WCB decisions to be completed. Do you see them as positive outcome for me?
May I ask what WCB means?
Yeah, what is WCB?
I don't think it had anything to do with the water closet.
Dawn, if you're there.
I don't know what it means, but I'm still getting a positive yes on you. It may be delayed, but you get the
Good.
You get the outcome you're looking for.
Oh, excellent. Excellent. Yeah, Workers' Compensation Board. Oh,
okay. You'll get it.
Yeah, I love that. I'm sticking with Arthur's answer. Let me just throw some cards for you just for fun, though. I'm going to go.
Just kidding.
I'm going to go to the higher frequency, what we've forgotten cards, because I always say that these are what we remember about ourselves. So the Akashic Records, this is something, a field of energy that I think you probably access yourself. And they're telling you to give yourself more nurturing, to realize that you need care and you need to give yourself that love and that connectivity to your own inner self. It's all about spending some time in your own quiet space. And this is for your illumination. I love this. This is the awakening, the illumination. So they're letting you know that everything you've gone through and everything you are is steering you in the direction of, like, maybe reading the Akashic Records, but giving yourself time and space that you need to spend time loving yourself unconditionally in many different ways and grounding into Mother Earth. The illumination comes from all of that. So I hope that resonates for you, Dawn.
I am deserving.
I am deserving. There you go. And I know, go on, Arthur, Ease Your Mind, find I am deserving. I'm sure there's a meditation.
That one would be about.
What will that be about?
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem. So this is important to us. It's foundational going forward for whatever we're bringing in. This is the level of how much someone else can love us, how much you love yourself, how much you feel confident in yourself, how much you go forward and bring in and manifest what you want in your life. Is that level of acceptance and love you have for yourself. This is key to everything that's foundational. So for some reason, Dawn, they're bringing that up for you, but I know you probably love yourself.
But you deserve it.
You deserve it. You deserve it. So they gave you some time off to nurture yourself and feel good about everything. And Puja Gupta is saying, would love a message for my career and job situation. I'm searching for a suitable career.
When we were talking about Lori talking to her mom, in this situation, it's like, I'm going to find a job. I'm going to get that job.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to go.
Let it go up.
You got to let the flow. You got to go flow.
You're going to hear about it through somebody. It's almost like the quote of Albert Einstein when he said, coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous.
Yeah.
Things are going to start falling into place. You just put it out there and say thank you. But
exactly.
Seriously, it's going to be there. And it's going to be more than what you thought.
Exactly. And, you know, I pulled this card called Opportunity. Doors are opening up for you. You have the chance to change jobs, start a business, invest in a new future. Just do it. So there is something coming in for you. And it says your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. So you just breathe and let it come to you. You've already ordered it up from the cosmic ordering service. And to remember that you are uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. So realize the opportunities can be larger than you think. So don't hammer it out. Let it flow in and realize your worth and value, because always something better is coming.
This or better. Yeah.
This or better.
You have it.
I hope that resonates for you.
You'll
and
see at the end of May into June is what I'm getting.
Oh, that's good. Excellent. So I just want to mention, we're going from the top down in the chat with just straight down from the very top of the chat all the way down. And we're only going for an hour. So I apologize to those who have put questions in there. And I've starred 14 of them. And we're moving through them. So right now we have...
Shut up and answer the questions.
Yeah, we have 5 left, and we only have less than 15 minutes. So sorry everyone. So Cecilia, what does Mr. Triggs want to say to me that he doesn't? Seems there are words unspoken. Well, who is Mr. Triggs? A puppy dog, or a boss, or a next door neighbor?
I thought it was Mr. Tiggs. It was not a movie. Tibbs. Mr. Tibbs.
Tibbs.
I can't. I don't know who this person is, so it's hard.
Who is this person? Cecilia. Who is the?
Not mind readers.
Who is Mr. Triggs? Is he an animal? Nobody wants to. She doesn't want to tell us.
Okay. Well.
As a male friend, that's all. Just a male friend. Okay. Here's the thing about that, Cecilia. If someone has something to say and they're ready to say it, their energy is open to whoever is in front of them, and they're sharing, they're reaching out and sharing. If they go around and they have words that don't come out, that's not something, how can I say this? If something's constricted, it's not flowing. So it's not for you. Let's just say it like that. But this is what I'm getting. They're telling you to choose yourself. Forget about what that guy is saying or not saying. Choose yourself. Do not deny your importance. If he has something to say to you and he wants to say it, at some point he will say it. But you're choosing yourself right now, because don't deny your importance. I love this card. It's so beautiful. And it's saying, they're also saying you can do hard things. You can do hard things. It's not as impossible as it may feel. And oddly enough, they're saying, and pull yourself close. Every part of your being is deserving of love. So there's something about yearning in here, yearning to be close to someone, yearning to have intimacy with someone. And what does intimacy come from? It's also into me, you see. So it comes from that place where you have the ability to communicate freely, but you come from a place of your heart, reaching out to others, and people embrace that energy and feel that love. And so these cards kind of say to me, if you are in that state of opening up and allowing, you aren't going to have that question. What does this person want to say to me that they're not saying? You're going to just do your thing and go along in life knowing that your best is coming, your best situation, your best manifestation. I hope that makes sense to you.
What I'm picking up here, and don't take this the wrong way, men and women think totally differently.
Oh gosh, true. He might be thinking about his laundry list. I mean,
well, exactly. What I'm saying is a lot of times women will read into things, because when a woman says something, she's talking on 17 different levels. When a guy says, because clients always say, well, what did he really mean by that? It's like, that's what he said. And in this case, you may be projecting.
Yes.
That he wants to say something.
Yes.
He's just going about his day.
For that intimacy, for that connection is what it's coming through as. And so you need to go to yourself to love yourself and nurture yourself, because you can't be waiting around for some guy who can't get it out of his mouth.
It's as simple as when a guy says, I'll call you later.
Yeah, exactly.
It means between now and the time I die.
Yeah.
Women always think it's 20 minutes later. Or like there's a couple, they had an argument and she's sitting there going, I bet he's thinking about his ex-girlfriend and blah, 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 blah. Exactly. And he's sitting going, I wonder how long it takes for a giraffe to throw up.
Exactly. I mean, we are on two different, the Mars-Venus thing, two different connections.
Well, I'd say it's Home Depot versus Victoria's Secrets.
It is. It's like you're not speaking the same language. That's why there's a lot of miscommunications with the man-woman connection.
Don't forget, it's in our DNA. When we were hunters and gatherers, the men would go into the fields and grunt because they didn't want the saber-tooth tiger to kill them, and they go hunt. If you look at it, look at guys watching baseball and football. They're just yelling and screaming when they're not talking. Now, women are the communicators.
Yes.
Back in the caves. Don't go down. The berries, those are poisonous berries. Don't pick those berries.
That's why they are the mothers. They communicate to the children.
And we have 3 more kids this year. I hope he gets more caribou. I forgot to tell him. So they're the communicators. That's why they're good with scheduling and all that kind of stuff. Men just stand there and say, "Can I kill it?"
Yes.
So don't over process it and do yourself a favor.
That sounds.
It takes up a lot of wasted time saying, "What is he thinking?"
Forget about what he's thinking, because
what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah, exactly. So that's
not in a bad way. I didn't mean that sarcastic.
We mean that respectfully, Cecilia. But you're the most important thing, is what the cards were saying. Give yourself that attention and care. Absolutely. So I hope that resonates for you, Cecilia. And Cheryl is asking me, I get a message from my dad who passed last summer. I've been missing him a lot these past few days. Aw, did your dad ever fish? Or did he like to take walks?
I'm going to be totally wrong with this, but because it's going to sound so general. But I keep on thinking there's some nickname he had for you. That's a name that he shared, just the two of you. I don't know. I want to say Buttercup, but that's probably like I want to Reese's Peanut Butter Cup right now. But something like that, where he had a name for you. And he wants you to remember that. Because that was something only the two of you shared.
He's coming through like he's Brian Dennehy. I don't know if you guys remember Cocoon, and he was that big, cute, handsome actor. He's coming through like that, and he's wearing like a sweater, like not a pullover sweater, but a sweater with buttons that you put over another.
Like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, like Mr. Rogers. And he's showing me a lake, like walking around a lake, and he's showing me like he put the idea in my head, like fishing. Maybe this is something he didn't do, but he wanted to do. I don't know. But
he's doing now on the other side.
Oh, here's Cheryl saying, yes, he had a nickname and he was the only one who called me that. Okay, there you go. So he's talking about that nickname.
That's what I'm picking up. So smile, because he never shared it with anyone. And that's yours.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah. And let's see. If he's coming in, obviously, that's why you're thinking about him, and vice versa. He will come in automatically the minute you're thinking about him. Let me see if he has an actual message. We don't have his name. He's showing me a book, an open book. So I don't know if you're learning new things, if you're writing a book. There's something about information, learning new things that he's proud of you doing. Something about taking on new things. So he's giving you that kind of, he's excited for whatever you're doing. And he's just chilling over there. I mean, where he's at. He's enjoying it a lot. That's what he's showing me. He's very he's comfortable. Chill. He's very chill. His energy, like the Brian Dennehy kind of actor, he's very chill, and he's like, but he appears, I don't know how he was physically in this life, but he's showing me it's like he's got a nice build, and he's, but he's very, he knows who he is and he knows where he's going. But he's chill. He's chill. That's why he showed me the lake. And
he's relaxed.
Fishing. He's relaxed. Thank you. So just so you know that.
But again, I don't know why I said buttercup, but that's what came to me. So
he was a happy person, very patient. Yeah. He seems like he was very happy. Because he's in his sweet spot right now, for sure. And we only have
unflappable.
Yeah. Oh, and Divine Intuit. I think this is our last, maybe one more question after this, but Divine Intuit. Let's just say this about that without even reading. If somebody's been distant, ask them how they're feeling. If you have a communication with them, and see where they're at. If you don't have that kind of relationship with them, then let them be and do their thing, and you pay attention to yourself, because this is the golden rule of life here in 3D land, moving to 5D. Where you place your awareness, where you put your focus, is what you're creating for the future, for yourself, for your life, where you're going, where you're headed. Do you want to sit around and focus on someone else? You really want to focus on the life you want to build, where people are, if this is someone in your relationship that you talk to and communicate with, say, I sense that you have something on your mind. Is there, do you want to talk about it, or is there something I can help you with? The direct approach with kindness is always a welcome thing if you know this person. I'm going to throw some cards for you, though.
However, if you ask somebody, are you okay, or something like that, and they turn around and say, everything's fine, accept what they're saying.
Accept it.
Not like, well, you're not talking to me, so what's wrong? There has to be something wrong. Because a lot of times what will happen is, especially in relationships, the girl will ask the guy, is everything, yeah, everything's fine. Well, you're not talking to me. Blah, blah, blah. Well, if you ask, is everything fine? He equates it to the relationship, that everything's fine with us. I want to kill everybody at work, but I'm not going to get you into that.
Right.
I swear I have to write that book, Why Men Buy Women Toasters and Other Disasters.
That would be a good book. And the universe has a very funny sense of humor. They said, write a letter. Write a letter to your inner child, they said. Write a letter to your inner child
send it.
and say how that made you feel, how Corey being distant made you feel. Whatever that means for you. But it's about you. You are wanted. You are wanted. There's a home waiting within. And where is that within? That's within you, that divine source energy. And they're asking you, instead of get lost, they're asking you not to get lost in the illusion of someone else's distance, which, like as Arthur had mentioned earlier, men think differently than women, right? It's not we're
It's
like
what's in front of us. I always put it this way: a woman's brain is like a stove with 1,000 burners. You see everything, what's in front of you, what's behind you, importance of where they're placed. So you see the past, you see what's in front of you, then, oh, he did it before, so he's going to do it again. So you're projecting the future. A man's brain, a hot plate, 1 unit, kind of works.
But I just want to say too, you are not responsible for Corey's feelings. Unless Corey comes to you and says you XYZ, you are not responsible for his moods, nor do you have to worry yourself.
It's not your responsibility.
It's not your responsibility. So they're telling you, it's funny, they're saying increase your knowledge. So maybe they're telling you get interested in other things. And also they're cosmically humorous. It's time to play.
What I keep on getting is an image of you letting go of his hand and moving forward.
Yes.
And then allowing him to catch. You don't stop and wait and put down breadcrumbs.
And here's the funny thing.
And let him catch up to you.
Men are funny that way. If you do that and he really wants to be around you or anything like that, or carrying on a relationship, he will run to catch up with you.
Or it's like, I didn't want to be here, I wouldn't be here. So what's the problem?
Exactly, right? It's true. It's true. I hope that helps divine into it, because really these are questions that are good questions in the way it lets us say how the universe works and how it's a distraction to us on our divine plan path to get caught up in that kind of speculation that has nothing to do with us.
And it wastes time.
Wastes time.
Go down the rabbit hole, start getting
down the rabbit hole.
And they're not even aware of it.
So it's a teachable moment for all of us to remember we're not responsible for someone else's feelings. They feel their feelings. No, go ahead.
While we're on the subject of men and women, just one thing.
Yeah.
Observation. I've been doing this for too many years.
Yes.
Sometimes women will complain, I always have to call him.
Yes.
Well, it's because you always call him. Why should I call you? Men do one thing at a time. So when you call, you call. If he's not hearing from you, what's going through his head? Is he missing you? Yeah, but he's probably thinking, you know what? I haven't heard from her. She must be busy.
Yeah.
When I'm busy, I need my space. I'm going to give her space. I'm going to do her a favor and not call her. So while she's home seething, he thinks he's doing a favor.
He's thinking he's letting you have your space to do your thing.
So think
men
of it
and
that
women
way
don't think
too.
the same. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say think of it that way too. Like again.
Yeah.
So with 1,000 burners, 1 unit.
Yes. Very true. I love all that. So that's just divine wisdom that we have learned from our lives.
30 years of reading.
30 years of reading. So, yeah. So thank you for that, Divine Intuit. And I hope that resonates for you. And yeah. Oh, and Mary Starshine says, send him a postcard in an envelope and tell him how wonderful your life is.
I would put the postcard in the envelope and not send it to him. Just put it out there energetically.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Just doing something like that energetically is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It dissipates the energy too.
But he may be doing something like, what's this distraction? I'll look at it later. Did you look at my envelope?
Exactly. That is so
Actually, the worst thing a woman can say to a man is, what are you thinking? That's his sanctuary space.
Oh my gosh. Well, all of you, I'm so glad that you joined us tonight for this the Q&A with Arthur and I. And I have to say, I'm so sorry we couldn't get to all the questions, but it takes a lot to read for an hour. And
Heck, though.
he'll be back. He's going to come back, you guys. So don't worry about it. It's next week, actually.
Is it next Friday?
Yeah, it's next Friday. So he'll be back next Friday. So come early, put your questions in, and we just go down from the top. So get in there quick. We got 14 sort of ish, maybe not that many, 13 questions, but
we answered a lot of stuff for everybody.
We do, because when we're going in there, we're talking about it for everyone as we are living our lives, how we are assisted by this, that, or the other thing, and how our perspective of ourselves in the world, that shifts everything, what our connection is to everything in our life. And these are all things that are going to change your life when you start paying attention to yourself and really giving yourself love, unconditional love, nurturing yourself, spending time with yourself, and not the distractions of life. Because pretty soon, by the time you get done doing that, you're going to have 20 people looking at you, hovering around you for dates or whatever you want. Because it happens when you are feeling very loving about yourself. They see you in that light. So it's kind of, that's how it works. That's how it works, everyone. So, yeah. Anyway, next Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So join us then. And thank you all so much. And thank you, Arthur, for coming on my channel.
Oh, my pleasure. And please share, like, and subscribe to Val's channel. We've got to get our numbers up.
Oh, thank you. Says the man who's almost at 20,000 subscribers.
It's just bank accounts.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. So don't forget, go to iTunes and purchase.
Or first listen before you make any purchases. They're all up there on YouTube for free. So listen to those first and then take it from there.
Okay. Very good. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everyone.
Have fun.